It's the Muppets made out of clay! Yay! Hello again, and welcome to the third installment of my Muppets made out of clay. It's a cold winter day up here in Buffalo, New York, and it was too snowy for me to go to work, so I have the opportunity to bring to you the next installment of my clay Muppets. We'll start here, as teased, it was with the Muppet Monsters, so I will show you the Frackles, of course. This is the blue Frackle, also known as Boppity. Here is Gloat, probably the other most famous Frackle, followed by a more obscure Frackle. This is the Purple Frackle, I believe is what he goes by. He was seen in the Muppet Christmas Carol, kind of batting down his turkey that he was selling. That was, I think, his most recent showing. Then we have Mo Frackle. And lastly, we have Snake Frackle. And these, of course, were where Gonzo was initially from. A lot of these Frackles' original forms were from a Muppet Christmas special before the Muppets. It was like a Muppet prequel. Oh boy. Also from that same special originated this huge Muppet character, the biggest Muppet of them all, Thog, who was brought back in the movie The Muppets. Just to compare, when you thought that Sweetums was big, there's Robin compared to Thog. Some other Muppet monsters include Miss Kitty, Beautiful Day Monster, and I guess you can consider Droop to be a Muppet monster, even though, I don't know, he's not really a monster. He's not as scary or mean as some of the rest of these monsters in this video. Droop also has been used as Nigel in the Muppets Tonight. It was pretty much the same character, but he'll always be Droop to me. Some other Muppet monsters that join us here are Gorgon Heap and Mean Mama. I believe both of them, maybe not both, but definitely Mean Mama was a walk-around puppet and like the full-bodied puppet. The clay version I made, Mean Mama just a kind of full-bodied puppet. I didn't want her to be as big as the walk-arounds like Sweetums and Thog, so I made her a little bit smaller just to give her some portion. There's Droop next to these two characters. So here is the Luncheon Counter Monster, one of my favorite of all the Muppet monsters there. And then I always thought these two were kind of similar. They reminded me of each other, so we'll put in Doglion, who was a walkabout also. And Doglion, oh boy, was actually the first Muppet to be in a movie. You see Doglion walking in the studio parking lot in the beginning of the Muppet movie. So it was the first Muppet to be on film on the big screen. If I was a little more clever, I would have started this video with Lenny the Lizard introducing it instead of Kermit, because this is the monster portion. But it's not just the monster portion. There's some other ones that I'm going to tack on to the end of this video. It's just the third shelf Muppets. But there's Kermit's replacement, Lenny the Lizard. Here we have Bohemoth and Shaky Sanchez from the Muppet sketch, I've Got You Under My Skin. I also wanted to point something out about earlier. I'm going to bring Gorgon Heap back up here. Both of these puppets were, I also kind of had to take some liberties with, because Gorgon was seen with and without horns, Bohemoth with and without dark eyebrows, so I just kind of went with my favorite version of what they look like from the show. Their appearance kind of changed over the years, but that's what I decided with. Also, Miss Kitty in a different episode was seen with an extra eyes and all kinds of other crazy horns and stuff, but I went with just the basic version of Miss Kitty. Just wanted to explain that on here. And lastly, for my monsters, even though he's been seen more frequently now without the bunny ears, Big Mean Carl had to be put in here with all his bunnies, of course, from the sketch from Stand By Me.
Hi, I'm a bunny.
So for now, anyway, there are my Muppet Monster collection. I've got some other ones on the to-do list that I will be, showing off once I make them. Timmy Monster, the Mutations. I'm sure there's some others. Probably some more Frackles that I want to tackle. And yes, that rhyme was intentional and awful. But there they are. Hope you enjoyed, and I think I'm going to save everything else for another segment.